Caro here. So it occurred to me I haven't actually done any of the easier recipes for beginner bakers yet. So I thought I'd rectify that. Please ignore the noise in the background of my bird covers over the cage and they're still yapping. Okay, so we'll get on with it. We're starting off with cookies today, soft chocolate chip cookies. And what we do at the beginning is we weigh or measure out our butter. Now if you cube it, small cubes, so less than an inch, maybe a centimetre, or even less than that size, smaller area, surface area, they will actually soften and come to room temperature quicker. Now if you've got a lot of butter, or more than this anyway, to soften, and you forget to take it out to soften, like we all do, you know, I do it all the time, there is a trick that I tested out from Sally's Baking Addiction website, and it was for softening your butter in 10 minutes. So I'll provide a link for that up at the top, either the left or the right. So try that out, that's a really good tip. Okay, so we're starting off with our softened cube butter, and we are going to add that to our sugar. And the sugar we have today for these cookies, now it's a smaller batch of cookies, okay, we'll only make a dozen or so, but really nice, quite big ones. So ideal if you're on a diet, or if you're only yourself and, you know, another person, or you are short on supplies, okay. So it is actually made up of light brown sugar mostly, 100 grams it is, that's half a cup, and there's 25 grams, which is a quarter, no, not even a quarter, it's an eighth of a cup of granulated white sugar. Okay, so just a little bit of white sugar. So what we're going to do is we're going to add the butter to it. And then what I will just, before that, I'm just going to actually coat it a little bit. Because if we coat it, what that is actually doing is there's going to be a bit less even pushed down on it, okay? Right, that's even going, what it's going to do is it's picking, the butter's picking up some of the sugar. So when you go to use your mixer, it's not going to fly everywhere. Always, beginners learn this, always start with your machine on low. Now today I'm using a hand machine, a hand mixer, you can do the same with a stand mixer too, okay? So that's had a little mix in. Now the next thing to do is to get the mixer over. Now as I said, I'm going to put it on a low to start with, and I'll show you it as we go along. Just before I do that, don't move it around at the beginning. We'll just keep it in the centre for a little while, and again it stops it going everywhere, okay? Okay, if you want to know how to cream by hand, this is called creaming, sorry, creaming the butter and sugar together. It's very important. It's good for in cookies and things, but mostly cakes. It's got a scientific benefit really as well. It's mixing the sugar and the butter, and it's causing a friction, and the friction causes air pockets between the molecules, and that helps you get a rise in your cake and a lighter baked, less dense, okay? But if you want to do the creaming by hand, you can use a wind spoon if you like, but basically what I'm doing is I'm pushing down. I'll see if I can get it to show you. I'm pushing down, squashing down basically on the cubes of butter, which as you can see, because it's smaller cubes, that is also very beneficial, okay? A good strong metal spoon is also really good for it. Now I'm going to actually just continue now, I'm going to actually do it with the mixer to show what that looks like too. That up when it was still on, so that we don't have most of it on here. I just want to show you what it's kind of looking like just now. I'll put it back on and we'll continue for a minute or two, depending on how strong the motor on your mixer is. Some recipes will say 2 or 3 minutes, but it won't necessarily always take that long. You just need to see what it looks like. Okay, so I'm just scraping down the bowl, get all the sugar in one place, but that's what it looks like. You see? Now, what we want to add in the mixer back, because we're going to need it, is an egg. Now, eggs, always best to break them up before you use it and give it a very light whisk. I should be using a fork, but there's no fork on the table just now, so it's with a spoon. But basically, I'm just actually breaking it up a little bit, because when you do that, what it does is it activates the protein, and the protein in baking is basically structure for the things to bake, you know, to grow. So that's actually giving it a little kickstart. Even that without a fork or a whisk. Add it in without spilling it down the side of the bowl. It's just get that before I put my elbow in it. I'll lean on that one later, and then I'll be like on the camera with it stuck to me or stuck to my chest or my face, because it'll touch my face. So anyway, that's it mixed in. Okay. Let's get the mixer on. Okay. So that's what we look like now. Okay. Now what we're going to also add in is we're going to add in the vanilla. I'm going to add it now because we're doing the liquids. Mostly in baking, you separate your liquids from your dry ingredients, so your wet and your dry ingredients, you call them. So sugar is actually, although it looks dry and is dry technically, it's considered a liquid or a wet ingredient. Okay, your sugar is never your dry ingredient. If any recipe goes by saying add your wet to your dry, or your dry ingredients to your wet. Okay, so vanilla's in. I'm going to actually just mix it by hand. Now what we want to add in is a flour. Okay, it's no sieving involved because it's cookies. So I've already weighed this out. That's plain flour, all-purpose flour. Okay. Also I have corn flour, a tablespoon of corn flour, which is known in the States and Canada as cornstarch. A little bit of that helps with the softness. Okay. It's also really crucial in Scottish shortbread as well. Get that in there. And also we have our bicarbonate of soda, sodium bicarbonate, or baking soda. Okay, there's a little bit of that. Now what I'm going to do with this one, I'm just giving the top a very light mix to distribute it a little bit better. Now I'm going to scrape down everything, make sure none of the raising agent is there, your raising agent being your bicarb. Okay. Now back to mixer. Now on low, don't move it. Okay, so I've not moved it around yet because it's flour. Admittedly, you can use a splash guard if you want, but I've stayed at the one spot and this is what's happening. Okay, so now I'm going to let it move around, but I'm still keeping it on low. It's nearly all done. I'm just going to scrape down the flour from the sides. Always taste test. Don't care what people say, always taste test. Because if you have like some of your cookies or your cake, you have a taste and you know what it's normally meant to taste like, okay, that helps. But also, if you've got too much raising agent, leavening agent in it, you'll be left with that bit of, you know, metallic dry taste in your mouth before you've even baked them. So if you taste test, you'll also know if anything's off as well. You're only talking a little tiny bit, okay? Now I've scraped it down. I'm going to just continue mixing for a quick flash. Actually, we won't bother with the hand mixer. I'm going to add in the chocolate chips. I've got milk chocolate and I've got dark chocolate, which is your semi-sweet and your bitter ones. I just use Lidl or Aldi ones, the baking ones, sometimes maybe kids chocolate as well. So I've just mixed them in by hand with my spoon, okay, and what we'll do now is we will put that onto the baking sheet. Before that, we're going to heat the oven up. Let's get the oven on. Okay, so what we're doing now is we are going to actually put the batter for the cookies onto the baking sheets, baking trays. So we're looking for about a tablespoon worth. Okay, that would do. Let's see how much it is precisely. Yeah, a tablespoon, that'll do. I'm going to leave plenty of space in between, 2 inches, about 5 centimetres. Just use your spoons to help you. Now we're not spreading them out or anything, okay? Do it this way and you can see it better. Okay, another tablespoon again. A heaped tablespoon, I suppose. Okay, so get it out of the spoon using your other spoon. Slide it down. If you think there's not enough, you can scoop the other bits off. Okay, so nice space in between. A little bit better. Space both sides, okay? We get another one. And we're going to actually put it here. I'm going to get the next tray and we'll get on with that one too. Okay, it's still very soft. Okay, they have had about 8 or 9 minutes. Okay, let them cool a little bit. You can see it. We'll leave it a few minutes and then we're going to move it with the paper just onto the cooling rack to cool itself. Residual heat, again the camera, residual heat from the actual tray will continue to bake them. Okay, so we don't want the tray to be there the whole time because I like nice and soft cookies, or soft chewy ones. I don't like hard biscuits. Okay, a couple of minutes and then we'll get them onto the rack without the tray. Make sure it's clear. Okay, so I'm going to use that one to show you what it looks like. See it close up. Nice. Very thin, soft. Soft chocolate chip cookies. Thanks for watching Caroline's Easy Online Baking Lessons. Bye for now, until next time.